Hi, I'm Julie. Welcome back to my channel and welcome if you're new. This is going to be about day 2 of the 14-day challenge, another story of an aspect of the group RankMakers on Facebook, which I have been speaking out against. And I'm one of the whistleblowers of this group. So what is RankMakers? It is a network marketing coaching group that has its home on Facebook. So this group targets people who are in various multi-level marketing companies. It doesn't matter who you are, what company you're with. This is to attract you to get additional coaching, to get better scripts, to learn how to have better conversations, to improve your mindset, to get the latest in marketing for whatever social media platform is rocking it this year, how to crush your network marketing business, that kind of thing. And they have different levels. There's just getting in at a monthly membership, purchasing a lifetime membership, purchasing additional coaching, which I did, 100K inner circle. Also, these 14-day challenges that would run every quarter, they would run for 14 days. And each day you would get additional training from Ray Higdon, and you would have to do this assignment of doing a live video. I was doing a daily live video for 3.5 years straight. I did everything I was supposed to do when I was involved in multi-level marketing, and it didn't fucking work. Eventually I woke up and I began speaking out. So there's so many layers about RankMakers. There will be more people that come out in the future as the years go by, telling their stories. And I just want to just be getting it out there about, this, that I was in the 14-day challenge. I was in RankMakers. This is my experience, and help have those more and more safe spaces on social media for people to speak out. Okay. Also, I wanted to just say this too, is the reason why I want to show about these 14-day challenges, what it was like, is to give you an idea of what it's like to be in a high control group. Because it's really hard for people to speak out about being in the multi-level marketing industry or being involved in a multi-level marketing coaching group, because there's a lot of shame attached to it. We're obnoxious all over social media. I was with Monat. I was so fucking obnoxious. I had these like grandiose plans. I'm going to like be this fucking billionaire, build my empire. Like nobody wants to like talk about this afterwards because it's very embarrassing. And also when you leave it, like it's like a cult phobia from what I've read about Stephen Hassan and his combating cult mind control and freedom of mind. What happens when you leave is that you think everybody hates you. Everybody is a hater. That's what we thought when we were in multi-level marketing. We're still like so judgmental about everything. And we're just isolated. So we're isolated from ourselves while we're in multi-level marketing, like each other, the community that we think that we're a part of. And then we're kind of like, we feel apart from others that weren't in multi-level marketing. And it takes time to heal and see that there is no barriers between the real world, that people are really there to support you and help. So that being said, the level at which this manipulation and coercion is happening needs to be exposed. And people are really empathetic and understanding already. I think this is going to increase that just by showing one kind of story over 14 days, what many of us experienced. So this is day 2. I hope that makes sense. Does that make sense? This is day 2. What you're going to see is the setup of this is many of us at the time. So this is in 2019, June 2019, 14-day challenge. Many of us already watched Ray go live doing his Ray Daily. That's what it was called at the time. He was still doing live videos every day in RankMakers at that time. I think eventually he stopped. He had like his coaches start doing more videos. But I think at this time he was still doing daily live videos. And then, so we would watch that and it was like, you'd want to tune in to watch it live. And then we would, those of us who are participating in this 14-day challenge, which is another Facebook group, There'd be a whole new Facebook group created every time there was one of these challenges. Then we would all go over there and want to catch that live too. So that's going to be this video. This is day 2 of June 2019 14-day challenge.
Challengers, what is up? What's happening? I hope you are rocking and rolling. You're ready to do this. So really excited. We have a...
You know what's ironic? His shirt that he's wearing is blue. Make It Happen 14-day challenge. And he's selling God now. And he bought a shirt off Amazon, which is blue and says God first. And I think has an Amazon link that he tries to downplay how ridiculous it would be if you didn't use his link, because he's only making a nickel, trying to make it just so, trying to like guilt or shame you into just using his link. Don't go out and search for it. You're watching my video, you see my shirt, you like it. I mean, I'm only going to make a nickel. It's really not that big a deal. I don't know why you wouldn't click my link. He's always selling something. So it's important to show these patterns of behavior that he's had for years. He's doing the exact same thing now, selling, manipulating people of faith, of Christian faith, and using the same tactics that he used on us in RankMakers. My nose is itchy. Sometimes this is a microfiber towel too. I use this to clean my phone. Oh my goodness. It means, you know, when they say your nose is itchy, it means you're going to be kissed. Okay.
We're jumping right in and ready to rock this thing out. So today I'm going to share with you the 2 undeniable, most important parts of your Facebook Live. And
last video, there was only one, and it was the title. But now we're getting into more contradictions. And it's there's 2 undeniable. There's actually 2 things. As you're watching this too, you're going to be seeing similarities, the same tactics that he's using now. You're going to be able to pull out what he's done now, like in 2019, to what he's doing now. It's really easy to see. Once you see it, this information just needs to get out there. And then it's so easy to start like showing other people who are having their religious beliefs manipulated in order to grow his influence and his bank account. Because make no mistake, that's what this is about. That's what it's always been about with this guy. Whatever he's saying that he's going to help you with, his end game is not your well-being or your welfare. It's about growing his influence and his bank account. Repeated it just like him, how he likes to repeat things.
We're going to just dive right in because we have some heavy stuff to go through. So first of all, I want to say congratulations to any of you who did the action step yesterday and did the homework, and a super congratulations to those of you who did your very first Facebook Live. Way to go. Super cool. There is the world before you've ever done a live, and then there's the world after. And
so that's not true, but you can see how you're special and you're a part of something that other people aren't. So there's the world before that you did a live video with me as your coach. And then there's the world after the world. And so you're going to see, this is more evidence of like that black and white thinking.
And the world after is filled with possibility, filled with power and unicorns and rainbows.
It's so extreme. This is just for doing a live video to potentially have somebody reach out to you. So then you could have a conversation to see if they'd be open to taking a look at your product, service, or opportunity. That's what all this is about. And look at like the picture that he's painting with words. It's filled, after doing a live video, it's filled with possibility and unicorns. It's so extreme. And then look at how he's going to describe what your life was before doing a live video.
It's amazing. The one before is filled with fear and scarcity and nervousness.
And this is going to be the same thing of before he found he was an orphan spirit, before he found whether it's God, Father, Jesus, I don't know which one he is talking about now, but then people will like say, oh yes, that's similar to my experience. I'll make it make sense. I'll make it fit into my experience of faith. But it's the same extreme, the extremes,
And playing small. And so I'm really excited.
And playing small. He's used that with his new religious rhetoric. Playing small. Same script.
For so many of you, I saw many of you post that you did your very first Facebook Live, and that's just super cool. Now, you'll notice that...
I want to make this clear too, is that people that did that, their first Facebook Live, they did it not because of Ray or his training. They did it because of themselves. All of the credit goes to them. That's their success. They had to put the camera on. They had to put their phone on. They had to decide what they were going to talk about. That was them. They happened to pay for a course. It had nothing to do with Ray. It was their success. Just to make that clear, because he will take that credit and say, because of our last challenge, we had 1,492 people that did their very first live video. No, because he's using that to sell, because everything that he does is to increase his influence and to increase his bank account. The credit belongs to you, not to him. Important to keep in mind as he goes on about doing this religious thing that he's got going on now.
There are 2 links in the description. First link is higdengroup.com/14-day tracker. Starting today, I highly suggest that you track what you did yesterday.
Because he collects all of that information to sell the next challenge and to give credibility to his courses, to this challenge. Everybody that paid to participate in this 14-day challenge, then if you had 5 people that looked at your video, that counts as a lead. So then you'll fill out this tracker, and then he'll take those numbers, and then he will try to keep selling his course as if it's proof that it works.
And there are some questions on that page, and you can go to the page, pretty self-explanatory. If you're, I'm just going to say it, what the heck. If you're easily confused and...
First insult of the video, coming in at 150. He doesn't waste any time, and this is how he rolls. These are paying, a lot of us were like in 100K inner circle coaching, paying for like coaching from his coaches. Then we're also paying for RankMakers. We're also paying for like goal guided power group. We're paying for prospecting and duplication summit courses, the unmessable mindset agreement, all of these other additional trainings and courses. And then we also pay for these 14-day challenges. And then 1 minute and 50 seconds in, he's already insulting people. If you're easily confused, I'm just going to say it.
And you overthink things, then you may have a question on some of the questions. So just post in here and someone will help you out. I
mean, he could have said that if you have a question about something, just post in here. But he has to insult, because this is what he does. If he was running an ethical business, you wouldn't talk to people like this. But when you're trying to control people, this is what you have to do. And this is what he does. And this is what he continues to do. Us versus them. Even within, there's us versus them like this. There's those that are easily confused. There's those that are there's those. Don't be like them.
Fairly straightforward. You should be able to answer the questions on that page. It's at higdengroup.com/14-day tracker. And because I know you, and I know that many of you have to be bribed to do anything beneficial to you and your business, we're actually every single day starting tomorrow, we're going to give away 1 prize to a random person that fills out the 14-day tracker.
So do you see that level of manipulation there? Because I know you, and I know that you need to be bribed to do anything good for yourself or your business. I'm going to twist the words. I'm going to twist what I want. What I want to do is I want your statistics. I want that because I know this 14-day challenge is just bullshit. that regardless of whatever you do, the statistics don't change across the multi-level marketing industry. Over 99% of people fail. This is how the business model works. And he knows this is how the business model works. This is why he got into multi-level marketing coaching. This is why they left. Him and his wife, Jessica Higdon, left after they were Numis multi-level marketing company, which then went into like World Ventures or something. This is why they left. There's way more money in multi-level marketing coaching. So this is what you do. I want your statistics because I want to keep getting more and more people to buy my courses. And I know you. The best way is I need to make you feel like shit. You're not going to do anything for yourself. You need to be bribed. So I'm doing you a favor by getting you to give me your statistics. If you're seeing this for the first time, or, I don't know if anybody's done these videos about the 14-day challenge before to see what this is like. I don't think so. You're gonna see like just the levels of like how deep this shit runs in us, and there's stories from other people that, I mean, the stories are going to keep unraveling as the years go by. And there's like the 100K inner circle coaches, they've got their whole, oh my God. So it's just adding to the information out there for everybody to see who this guy really is and what he's up to.
And so how it's going to work is you do something on this, on day 1, day 2, you update the tracker. So today you will be updating the tracker for yesterday. Okay. And then moving forward, it'll always be the day before. And so those of you who fill that out, you're going to have, 13 chances to possibly win a prize. Every day, we're going to give away a nice prize to one lucky individual just for filling out the tracker. And we're not looking at your stats. It's not going to go to the person that generated the most leads or got the most views or anything like that.
So keep in mind, we've already watched a video in RankMakers. Many of us, we have come into this group to get a training, but all he's doing is just talking about himself, how he can benefit. I want you to give me your statistics. I want you to fill out the tracker. Has to insult us. Everybody in here is being insulted. This is coaching. We looked up to this guy. I fucking looked up to this guy. I thought this was great. I haven't seen this since I took this in 2019. It's 2023 right now. This is so weird looking back at it.
We're just randomly going to pick someone that updated the tracker. It takes you about 8 seconds. And so there you go. And by the way, speaking of my shirt, was this?
Speaking of my shirt, now it's 2023. I'm a prophet. I bet you didn't see that coming, but I did. And I also have a blue shirt and it says God First. And there's a link in my description here that you can just buy it. It's off Amazon. I'm only going to make a nickel off it anyway. But oddly enough, in 2019, I also had a blue shirt. This is called Make It Happen 14-Day Challenge. It's so special and exclusive.
Last ones, I don't know. Every 14-day challenge, we typically make a t-shirt for that particular challenge. And so I think this was the last one, but we do one every single challenge. We typically create a new shirt for that challenge. So they're kind of cool because we never sell them ever again. They're only sold for that particular challenge. And so I know many of you have all the
graphic design is his passion.
shirts, which is super cool, but just thought I'd share that. The second link in the description is how to enter the contest. So I'm going to announce contest number 1. And contest number 1 is, let me just write it out for you because maybe I should lead with that, right? And so it's going to evaluate 2 things that I'm going to teach today. Okay, it's going to evaluate.
I know this is boring. This is what we 5 years watching this man, all these videos. There's so many of us that did this. I would take notes. I created additional Facebook groups for each 14-day challenge. and I would share my notes that I would take. You're like, what notes? It evolved where I was like transcribing his videos and putting it into these groups. My own group. And I'd make a video. I'm going to be participating in this next 14-day challenge. If you want access to my notes, I put them in there every day. All I was doing was helping grow his business. This doesn't benefit me at all. It doesn't benefit anyone at all, except him, his influence, his bank account. And, you know, this delivery style, I mean, this is how he works. And I think it's important for you to see this, that it's not these people up on stage and you're like giving this idea. It's like, well, how do these people get sucked into this? This is what it looks like on a daily basis. This is how we get sucked in. This is indoctrination. This is over time, every day, looking at videos. This will give you a really good idea of what we experienced in RankMakers. I still don't have the language, the words to explain it, but you can see it. So we can see it together.
Two things: title and your call to action. By the way, spoiler alert, these are the two most important things of any Facebook Live. Title: if your title sucks, then no one's going to stop the scroll. Just assume everyone is just scrolling along social media and you have to grab them by the eyeballs and get them to stop the scroll and watch your video.
Advice is only for Facebook though, because if you're scrolling through TikTok, it doesn't matter what your title is. Scrolling through Instagram, it doesn't matter. It's just going to get notified that somebody's live. This is only for Facebook. His idea of what people will make people stop is if your title is so amazing. And, you know, you might as well, as you're, you know, more and more eyeballs are on this guy, see if his titles are really compelling. Or do his titles like stop the scroll?
And so your title is very, very important. And second to that, because if you could have the greatest live on the planet and it's just like so cool and so awesome and fantastic content and hilarious and moving and vulnerable and all these different things. Vulnerable. But if no one stops to watch it, then
vulnerable. I said, I don't know if you heard me. Always with the vulnerable.
Probably not going to be that great. And so your title is very important. We're going to cover that a lot today. And then your call to action, CTA. And here in roughly 3 minutes, someone's going to ask, what does CTA stand for?
Already third insult, I think. 5 minutes and 18 seconds in. In roughly 3 minutes, somebody's going to ask what CTA is. That's because this might be the first time they've ever heard of CTA. So when you're learning something new, it's common to have repetition to learn something new. There's no need to shame people about that. Try to make them feel stupid, but that's what Ray does. This is how he coaches. This is how he rolls. And we just ate it up, all of us. Some people woke up and got out. I wish I had been one of them earlier on, but oh my God, I stayed in way too long.
It stands for call to action.
Mind you, I'm making up for it now.
So help me out, guys, because I always predict these things. They always come true 100%. In 3 minutes,
They always come true 100%. Fuck. He knew he was a prophet even then.
I'm going to say what CTA stand for, so just answer them. Call to action. All right? And so
why this is important is because this is kind of like in the group, in any group that he does, but for this, the 14-day challenge, nobody wants to ask a question because you're going to be made to feel stupid. You should know already. And if you do, then one of somebody else in the group may answer you. It's like, he said that somebody was going to ask in 3 minutes and look at now you did. It's called call to action, dumbass. This is how in that subtle way that they start exercising, that he exercises this control through all these little capillaries in this body of fucking cult. This is how it works. This is how it looks. It's so weird. I didn't see any of this at the time. I left December 2021. This was June 2019. I was deep in. I was in my glory. I loved it. I loved it all.
So these are the two most important things of your video, because if you do a fantastic video, but you don't have any compelling reason for someone to reach out to you and continue the conversation, then what are we doing this for? Hopefully, like, I'm not here to just make you videographers. I do videos all the time, and I'm not exactly sure why. No, we're doing videos to attract people to us so that we help build our business and make a bigger impact.
Because everything that you do on social media, much like every relationship that you have, is transactional. Everything must go towards your multi-level marketing business. The only reason that you're making any videos on social media at all is not to be a good videographer, not to have fun, not to throw a potato, and not to show pictures of your cat. It is to show up powerfully and potentially recruit people into your multi-level marketing business and impact the world. That's what this is about. You could have the best content in the world, but if you have a terrible title, nobody's going to see it. You could have the best content in the world, but if you don't have a good call to action and you can't reach out, somebody can reach out to you and you can further the conversation, then what are we doing this for? It has nothing to do with helping people or having a piece of content that somebody might like and share and look at and get inspired from, because you want to get them. You want to deceive them, you want to manipulate them, and you want to get them into your multi-level marketing business, either as a customer or really as a recruit.
That's why we use the tool of a video, okay? And so these two things we're going to cover, but this is what's going to be evaluated. Your title and the CTA, which we're suggesting, and
his like tab of his shirt is sticking up, like it needs to be poked down. Like just like tuck it in.
You're going to have in the last 60 seconds of your video. Okay, and so here's exactly, and we have an army of evaluators that are going to look at
this army of evaluators. I suspect are RankMakers who have volunteered to evaluate or pick out all these videos that people have done for the 14-day challenge. And I'm curious if they got paid anything at all, or if they got paid in merch, or if they just were like, thank you so much. This is an honor for me to help you out. I wonder. Who was this army? Was it an unpaid army? I bet it was an unpaid army.
At all the submissions, there will be thousands of submissions, I guarantee you. Our army of reviewers are going to go to your video. They're going to look at the title. If the title sucks, if it's not compelling at all.
That's his audio, by the way.
Well, they're not going to watch it, and you're not going to win anything. Okay? They're going to analyze the title.
Like, it's the contempt, you know? Okay.
The title is decent, not bad. Might suck some eyeballs off of social media, might get someone to stop the scroll. Then they're going to evaluate the last 60 seconds of your video for the call to action. Now, don't worry. I'm going to tell you what kind of call to action to have.
I'll tell you what happens here. Everybody that does this, it doesn't make a bit of difference in your network marketing business. I got fucking praised by this guy so much. I placed in the contests. I won a lot of money. I was joking I was making more money winning these fucking contests than I was in my network marketing business. It doesn't fucking work. People are reaching out to you, doing the videos like he's telling you to do, his training that he's telling you to do. I was doing live videos every day for 3.5 years. He fucking liked what I was doing. Had no problem saying, oh, this is good. Oh, Julie's energy. Oh, this is exactly the way you're supposed to do it. You're so coachable. It doesn't change the fact that the business model is flawed. And it doesn't change the fact that there is doing a live video on Facebook with this strict formula of you have to have a title and you have to have this call to action, and otherwise it's just like such a disaster. Otherwise, like, it doesn't even make any sense. It's absolutely ridiculous. This isn't about growing your network marketing business. His videos now, I'd be curious to see what you think. If you're looking at them, look at his title and also look at his call to action, his last 60 seconds of his call to action. See how powerful it is. How compelling are his titles and how compelling is his call to action? What does he want you to do? Join his faith group? Invest with him in real estate?
I'm going to tell you that. All right. So you won't have to overthink this like most people overthink everything. And so how it's going to.
Another insult. This is so weird to see. Like, I remember watching this and I didn't see this at the time. Fuck, this is wild. He was a fucking dick even then.
Work is we're going to have, we're going to pick 5 winners. Okay.
God, this whiteboard, he's got to write 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. It's unnecessary, but this is what it's like. This is cult life. Hashtag cult life.
First place, we're starting off strong. You're going to get $500 cash. Not bad, right? Second place, you're going to get $250, $150, and then $25. And so this very first contest, we have 750, 850, 9. This first contest, we're giving away $925 in cash Ola. So $925. And so this is the first contest. You have until Saturday, the 29th at 11:59 p.m. Eastern to enter this. Now, you can enter it today. You can enter it tomorrow. You can enter it Saturday at 11:58 p.m. Eastern. But you have up until then to submit it. All right. And so this is that first contest. And then I'm going to break down. I'm going to tell you how to win things. You know, we just finished, actually, it's been a month. I can't believe it. But a month ago, we finished our reality show called Play to Win. So we produced
Holy
it.
shit.
We brought down a team from New York.
I did not know that he was going to be talking about Play to Win. How timely is this? That's a reality show. Holy fuck.
To help us put together this amazing reality show. And for 5 days straight, 10-hour days of filming, we created this show called Play to Win, which we will.
How is that working out for you now?
Start releasing the episodes. It sounds like we're going to start it in August. I think early August, we're going to start releasing the episodes and have watch parties and all kinds of fun stuff. And
we released them on Facebook. And I remember, so this was 2019. I had applied to get on this reality show. You had to send in like a video clip of yourself, like saying why you would want to be in this reality show or whatever. Thank God I didn't get selected. And then you had to fly out on your own expense to Florida. And I've been covering this reality show. I've been plugging away through it. Anyway, you can see some of my videos, and there's lots of other creators that are tackling this as well. Kirsty Flickinger, Julie Joe, Aaron Bees, and Always Marco so far. And it's, I mean, you can see why people are reluctant to look at this reality show because it's abusive. It's horrible what's done to these people. But in 2019, I remember watching it as it was released on Facebook. It would be on his business page, I think. And he would talk about it in RankMakers. Oh, the next episode is going to be released. And we would all watch it live. And then we would interact in the comments, just like we'd be watching like the Ray Daily. So if you can imagine this, if you're on a Ray Daily, then you go to the 14-day challenge. You might be in the Inner Circle coaching group. You're getting video. Then you tune in at night to maybe watch him do an interview with some other coach or somebody who's endorsing network marketing. And then you're tuning in to watch Play to Win, this episode being released on Facebook, which eventually was uploaded to YouTube too. And then you're interacting in the comments like, oh, I would have sold it better. I could do this. And oh no, I feel so, I like those contestants are so awesome. And none of us saw the abuse. Well, some must have, and some must have left, but a lot of us didn't. I didn't see the abuse. I watched 2019 and I just thought, holy fuck, this is really good coaching.
And so the title of that reality show was called Play to Win. And the entire marching order was to teach each participant how to win at anything. And so how to win any kind of contest.
He's using the same thing now with his Christianity twist. So it's like showing up big, play to win. This is, so you'll notice things where it's like the theme will be the same and it might not be the exact same language. And then you're also going to see, you'll be able to pick out things now that this information is getting out there. You're going to be able to pick out the words where it's like, oh, he said the exact same thing here that he did in that video. I remember seeing this video on this anti-MLM creator talking about Ray. You're going to be able to start picking it out because he doesn't change. It's the patterns of behavior. This has been going on for years.
To give you some tips.
He makes it easy. He's got so much content out there. It's so fucking easy. It's too easy.
To give you some suggestions, but the main thing here is to learn these concepts so you can apply them, not just during the 14-day challenge, but for the rest of your marketing career. And so let's dive in. I think that's all I have to kind of cover with you here. All right, so let's LETSGO. So
he would say that all the time too. He'd say LETSGO and also spirit fingers. There's so many things that can trigger a rank maker. Just aside from Ray. But spirit fingers is one of them for sure. That fucking ring light from the first video that I did in this, day one. LETSGO is also another one. Oh my God.
First of all, I would, another, part of the thing is, use the hashtag 14-day challenge. Make sure that you have that on your description, but that shouldn't be the title, right? The title isn't hashtag 14-day challenge because that's not enough. That's not compelling enough for people to stop the scroll and actually watch your stuff, but have it in there like after your description. And so I'm
not kidding you. Like I would take a lot of us would. I would take a screenshot of this. Like I'd take a screenshot of it and I would put it into my new group that I would be trying to like giving all my notes to. Like it's the best thing ever. I fucking thought this was amazing training. I really did.
I want to talk about titles, all right? So you want to, in all marketing, you want to raise curiosity and lessen resistance. Now, what that looks like is when I read someone's title, is that making me curious? Am I like, I should probably check that out? Or is it like, no thanks? And so titles.
See, this is good advice, I think. I don't know. Everything I question now, I question reality. But I think that makes sense. I look at how my behavior is when I go to shop or if I'm looking at something a topic I'm interested in, raises curiosity. It's not necessarily curiosity though. I'm thinking out loud here. It's just like interest. Maybe it is curiosity. Like I'm thinking of my most recent videos that I've been looking at YouTube. I was kind of looking at Turtle ASMR eating a blueberry. And then he moves on to a pumpkin and then the little piece of pumpkin gets caught in his mouth and he's using his little paw to get out of it. And I'm like, I don't know if I really like animal ASMR. And I watched the rooster that walked into the couple's home on, I think it was the dodo. I really like that. I guess it is like raising curiosity about the title. It doesn't need to be that compelling. It just really needs to have an animal. Maybe for you, maybe it depends on the platform. With YouTube, maybe it is about the thumbnail, and I don't know. I see like there's like the cat with all the little baby chickens, all, you know, and then the chicken and the rooster are looking at the cat and they're like, okay, this is really cool. I guess it's raising curiosity. I don't know. On Facebook, I don't watch Facebook videos. Maybe because I did so many of them over the years. I don't know. What do you think? What does this make sense to you? Raising curiosity, lessening resistance. A title, in terms of a title of a video, lessen resistance. To me, I interpret that as making it easy for me to click to watch it. There's no resistance at all. But I think it's just like word salad kind of thing. I don't know. I would love to know your thoughts on this.
I want you to start thinking of titles as they are equal to headlines. Now there's more information and training and articles and all kinds of stuff on having highly converting headlines than there are titles. But I want you to start thinking like titles are headlines. And I'm going to give you some tips out of we actually created this because we realized that
selling this purple book. I loved this purple book. I thought it was so amazing. One of the best, or one of the standby titles out of this purple book was How to Blank Even If Blank. So how to blast your belly fat even if you are allergic to gluten or something. Like you could like put in anything in there. And then you could use this to then help you create a title, because we're all so busy at doing multi-level marketing. You have to prospect people, you have to follow up, you have to add value into groups. You have to be attending these Zoom trainings. And now you have to do your live video. What are you going to make of the title? Well, you can use our handy book and just flip through. We've got 90 compelling titles here that you can easily adapt. And you can purchase this book through us as well.
It's the number one thing that people need help with on their Facebook Live is, besides overcoming their fear of doing them, is having great titles. And so I want to share with you some of these things. So in here, we have the 90 compelling video headline formulas and examples, right? And so let me go through some of these. All right, so, and these are examples. There's a ton of them, and I'm gonna give you a few of them. Okay.
There it is. Okay, there's that one. It's like, but this isn't even how to blank without blank. Oh man, I took notes like this. I thought, oh, this is good. This is so amazing. I can like how to grow your hair without, what would I do? I'd be like, how to, oh fuck, I don't know. How to protect your hair without, I don't know. This is good. I'm glad I can't think of it. This must mean like I'm deprogramming. I don't want to remember. I don't want to remember easily. I want to move on.
Or, yeah, how to blend with that link, how to, okay.
There's the second one. How to blank even if blank. So I'm just looking at what my feed was. Pet crab eating chips. That was another one. It was 14 million views. That was really cute. He's eating chips. That was a title. Capybara versus piglet. Couple rescues baby sparrow and ... Those are the ones that got me anyway.
Give me a second here. Okay, so I'm going to give you three.
How to use blank something blank. See, like You see how long and drawn out this is? This is just wasting our time. He could have said this. He didn't need to write this out.
Just 3 examples. That's what I'll pull from the book. But these are formulas for decent titles, okay? And very versatile titles. So how to blank without blank. How to blank even if blank. How to use blank to blank. So in this particular example, I'm kind of spoon feeding you. And
oh, fuck off.
I'm going to tell you a suggestion. And so a suggestion is that you use this, because I'm willing to bet most of you are not doing what we call informational call to actions. So an informational call to action would be, hey, and just so you're aware, the call to action, let's just bring up another.
How can I make this as confusing as possible? Because remember, this has nothing to do with actually growing your network marketing business, because we know that that is impossible for over 99% of people. This has everything to do with growing my brand, Higdon Group, increasing my bank account. In 3 minutes, somebody's going to ask what a call to action is. Don't ask me now. I already said it once. You put it in here, someone will answer you. And now I'm going to be, well, there's like this informational call to action. You know what? I got to swipe over and do another screen here. These are his manipulative tactics. This is what he does.
Page here. All right, hold on. Those are some of our core values for RankMakers here. Still going.
Core values. Make sure everybody is in Modere. Anybody that goes, that disobeys Ray, start making fucking live videos about them in the group.
Actually, I'll include that. That's about curiosity posts. We'll cover that at some point. So let's break down. I don't want to go into that just yet.
What the fuck? Fuck, we used to just watch this guy and just be like, this is so good.
Erase this. There we go. So the basic kind of format for a Facebook Live is
intro, question, content, call to action.
Is inside, right? Now there's some different things that you could do, but this is the basic. 4 steps. By the way, CTA stands for call to action. So these are kind of the 4 steps of within the Facebook.
Now, 5 years later, I've got this down pat. What good does it do me? No fucking idea.
Facebook Live framework. Okay. Now there are a step that I would suggest before and a step that I would suggest after.
You thought doing a Facebook Live video was as easy as just going live? No, my friend. No. Let me tell you exactly what you need to do for the framework. And there's something I suggest you doing before, and then something I suggest you doing after. I'm going to write it on my whiteboard. I'm going to swipe to the left. I'm going to swipe to the right. There's going to be a picture of a tiger up there. I'm going to giggle, and I'm going to make it disappear. I don't know what the fuck is going on.
The step that I would do before, we're going a little fast here, but we'll wrap it all up. I promise you. So pre-engage.
It's too fast.
I would always suggest that you get in the habit of, before you go live, that you pre-engage, that you comment on some other people's posts and in some other people's Facebook Live.
And it doesn't need to be thoughtful. I mean, you don't really have a lot of time to do this because every relationship is transactional. The only reason you're doing this Facebook Live video, what are you doing this for? Not to do a videography. You're doing this to impact millions of people and to recruit them and to show up powerfully and to play to win and not be small. Who are you challenging who do you need to challenge in your life right now? People have been nice to you. Nothing in you cares enough. What you need to do before you do your Facebook Live video is pre-engage. You need to go on social media and just bang out some hearts. You don't want to like it. That's not emotionally powerful. You want to love their posts. Maybe be like, love this, love this. Go all over the place on social media just to lube up that algorithm. And then, ooh, your video is going to be pushed out even more. That's what you got to do. I know I'm going fast here. I know I'm going fast. Some of you are going to like it. Some of you aren't going to like it. I'm just saying. I know some of you. I know some of you aren't going to like this. This is what you got to do. What are we here for? Some of you are going to overthink this. Always overthink this.
And maybe even responded to some direct messages and things like that. And so I would suggest before you go live, which is this format kind of here, I would pre-engage. Now it's really funny to me because every challenge we ever do, we'll have people say, oh my God, I wasn't pre-engaging. I started pre-engaging. Now I get more viewers.
How many people say that? Where's the statistics? Is that self-reported too? That must mean it's proof. That's evidence right there. This works. I said it, therefore it works. Every single challenge we've done, people say this. We don't need studies, you guys. This is evidence itself. That's all you need to do. If you just listen to me, this is what you do. And it's like the disdain. It's like, yeah.
Yeah, that's how it works. It's how the algorithm works.
You don't know how the fucking algorithm works. You don't know how fucking shit works.
Not super complicated and not having you learn calculus here, but in a social media.
It's funny that he brings in a math reference. It's not even calculus. It's just simple, straightforward math to understand that the MLM business model is flawed. Endless chain recruitment cannot go on. It's not calculus. It's quite straightforward.
Be a kind of software like Facebook is for you to engage with people, which is what the social media platform wants you to do before you go live. Definitely increases your chances of getting more people on your live.
You understand that? You got that? This is how your brain gets just fucked over.
Straightforward. And so
so straightforward. I mean, you go on there, the algorithm is here. This is how it works. It's pretty straightforward. Yeah, that's what it happens. So this is the formula. This is the format. And then there's the framework. This is you pre-engage. I know we're going fast here. Oh, fuck, this is how he works, though. This is so weird.
Engagement. Once you're kicking off that Facebook Live intro, you always want to say, hi, my name is. Now, you don't have to impress them. You don't have to say, hi, I'm a Crown Ambassador with Grapey Grape, right? You don't have to impress them or be special or credible or anything like that. And we'll cover some of that stuff later in the 14-day challenge, especially, I think, tomorrow. But intro, the question is the hook. That's the hook. So you having a good title, because the title kind of sits on top of this, right? You having the good title that stops their scroll, well, your work isn't done there.
All this is hypothetical. He's just made this shit up. Like, this is the only way. Is if he just sat around and fucking talked about it and it's like, this is it. I'm going to train on this. None of this shit works. It's great in theory. It's not a formula for success. All these really good people that are involved in network marketing that really love their products and they believe that they work for them, and maybe they do. And they're just overpriced, but then they get sucked into selling, thinking that they're going to make some extra money. Then they purchase coaching from this guy or these courses. And then they start doing all this extra unnecessary work, and they're pushing outside of their comfort zones. Doing a live video. It's exciting. They're getting positive feedback from their upline. They don't realize what they look like to the rest of the world on Facebook. They're like, oh, fuck, another one's bit the dust, right? And this isn't effective at all. I know, because I fucking did it.
It's not done. And so the title stops their scroll, gets them to tune in. And
he never fucking did it either. That's the thing. He's teaching on something that he never did himself. He never did this on Facebook live videos. He got in at Numis at pre-launch. That's how he became the #1 income earner after hopping to 11 or 12 different MLMs. And he decided once they merged, Numis no longer exists. Once they merged with that World Ventures, and then they sold their position to their upline, which in World Ventures, they said they were only 6-figure income earners. Not 7-figure income earners, not after the merge. It's like their income took a dip. It's timely to move into coaching and sell a formula that I would have done if I had of. No, you wouldn't. You never fucking did this. It's not proven at all. Do some people get a lot of leads? Yep. Do some people get customers following this format and even recruit people? Yep. Does that mean that it's effective and it's proof that it works? Nope. Does it mean that this legitimizes the multi-level marketing business model? Fuck no.
Hi, my name is, and you quickly hook them. You hook them. So the hook is typically kind of repeating the title, right? So let's just go back. Let's go way back here. I got too many screens. I gotta sort this out. I don't like flipping this many times. But
imagine what goes on in this man's brain now. He's probably got this, but it's all like with proverbs now. How can I fucking relate this? It's probably so fucking scrambled.
So let's say I'm gonna give you some examples here, right? But how to eliminate your dead ends without breaking the bank. Split ends. Split ends, is that here? Right, there you go. All right, so how to eliminate split ends without breaking the bank. Or how to talk to strangers.
What do I know? I'm just a manly man. I don't know about those feminine kind of things. Split ends, dead ends. Fuck. We would have thought that was fucking hilarious too. That's the thing. Fuck.
Without feeling weird. Or how to prospect people you don't know, even if you're an introvert. Okay. How to lose 10 pounds this month, even if you don't like working out. So
who's qualified to give that advice? Nobody in network marketing, that's for sure.
Get the formula, right? So get how to blank, even if blank. And so start to think in this way, in the way of a marketer. Start to think like a marketer. Most people, they're just consumers. They wander around town and they buy things and they don't know why they bought things, right? They're just like, oh.
Most people walk around like that, don't you know? That's most people that aren't in network marketing. They just walk around like dummies. They don't think. They don't know how to think. They're just being directed by the weapons of mass distraction, as he calls it. This disdain and contempt for fucking everyone is just wild. Look at this. The fuck happened to you, dude?
Oh, that sounds interesting.
The fuck talks to people like this?
And let me buy it, right? So anything that I buy.
You cannot make a point without insulting someone. He has to always have a fucking victim. He has to blame someone. He has to fucking drill them into a ground. Any hypothetical people. He can't make a fucking point without trying to put someone else down. He has to put someone else down. Not trying. He does. It's fucking weak.
I'm like, why did I buy this? What hooked me? And I'm studying that commercial, or I'm studying that sales page, or I'm studying that.
Maybe you should have applied that critical thinking to Yaya Backer, who recruited you into this weird new religion. Why did you get hooked into? Why did you go into 11 different multi-level marketing companies? What was it? You should apply that to yourself.
A pitch from stage.
Some free advice.
Or I'm studying, okay, why did I buy this? I'm studying the package on, okay, what got me, fired up to buy this cereal or whatever it is.
All it is it's like it happened for me because I'm chosen by God. I'm special. I'm unique. I had people tell me that God told them to reach me. That's it. I don't need to do any critical thinking at all, thinking that, holy shit, this has happened before throughout history. And it's alarming. No self-reflection, no fucking self-awareness at all with this guy. Please be careful. I know there's people that are still getting into RankMakers. They're like, oh, it's so good. He's Christian now. It's so even more aligned. My network marketing company, Monat, is now faith-based, and Stuart McMillan leads a ministry, and fucking Ray does sermons. Like, this is awesome. Fuck, I'm so aligned. I'm congruent. Let's be there for them when they get out. They're going to need all the support they can get.
That's right. Was it the colors? Was it the headline? What exactly was it? And so,
you know what? I was feeling down. I was messed up. I had my period, and I wanted to get cheered up. And so I just fucking went on YouTube, and I was looking around, and then I saw hamster, guinea pig, tortoise feeding a farting wombat. Or I go on to Instagram, I just type in capybara, and I felt better. That's all I had to do. It doesn't need to be this fucking intense.
It's something that, learn this formula because it applies to anything. It applies to anything. And Jamie, in the description of this Facebook Live is how to enter the contest. So we'll help you out with that. Just look at the description of this Facebook Live that you're on right now. And so how to use.
This is how he answers questions to people like, how do we enter the contest? Just look at the Facebook Live intro. Just look at it. It's in the description. Just look at it. He's going to fucking insult someone. Wait, I hope someone asks what the call to action is. What is the CTA? He's going to lose his shit.
Facebook Live to grow your network marketing business. Right? So all I'm doing is, and I forget how many there's in here. There's a lot.
Like if you haven't been watching Always Marco do his reaction videos to Ray, they're so fucking funny. And ever since he talked about his hair, he had his dono goal as Ray's hair gel. I just can't get it out of my head now. Oh,
there's actually 30 of these kind of things with 3 different examples. Like, let me see. Let me just read some of these examples. So in the book, it's got how to recruit people even if you're shy, how to sell like a pro even if you're new, how to market your blog even if you're broke. This one is, that's the even one. This one is how to lose weight without working out, how to flip houses without risking your money, how to impress a woman without changing your looks. That's a pretty good one. That's funny.
Jesus fucking Christ. You cannot fucking make this shit up.
And so getting used to thinking like this, what are things that are going to stop the scroll, get people to tune in, and then I'm just going to go back over here. Okay, this is way too many clicks, way too many. And then I'm going to come back. That's not even it. And so then I'm going to come back and I'm going to repeat that title. So if it's how to lose weight without working out, I'm going to say, hey, my name is Ray. Would you like to learn how to lose weight without working out? Well, stick around. And then I'm going to share some content. And
I'm going to share some content. Always the repetition, which he continues to do.
Content, you do not have to be a genius to follow our formulas. You do not have to be a genius. And so
you do not have to be a genius to follow our formulas. You do not have to be a genius.
So let's say that I know absolutely nothing about the business that I'm in. Let's say that I'm in weight loss, but I'm totally clueless about weight loss. I know absolutely nothing, totally clueless about.
See the repetition?
How to lose weight. I'm going to use my friend Google. I'm going to go to Google and I'm going to type in weight loss.
You shouldn't be working in that business if you know nothing about it. But in multi-level marketing, that's the whole selling point. And that's what we're taught within RankMakers, is that you don't want to be an expert. You don't want to have credibility. You want it because what you're selling is the illusion that anybody can do that what you can do, which is just trying to recruit people to do the same thing, to then recruit. That's what you're really selling. The product is irrelevant. I don't even know what this product does. He would tell the story about Larry Thompson, somebody asking him about this energy drink. And he tells this story like it's so fucking powerful and amazing. This guy says, well, what are the ingredients in it? What is it made of? Valid questions, especially like with the sketchy medical claims and lack of regulation in the fucking multi-level marketing industry with their products. And he says, I don't know what it does, but all I know is that it's given me a lot of energy and I feel great. And fucking Ray loves that. He just like glommed onto that. All I know is that it makes me feel great. Like that's the mic drop. Like just ends all objections. You don't need to know the ingredients. You don't need to have the actual science. If there is any science, not the scientific advisory board within every single multi-level marketing company that says their product is the best. Big pharma is bad. Fear. Just look at us. We actually just want the best for people. Nobody else does.
Lost tips. And here's exactly what in those, I showed you guys this yesterday. This is the Persuasion. A lot of you are asking about the book. This is
a lot of you. Nobody's asking about it. He just sells stuff. He's good at what he does. I bought fucking just about everything.
It's the Persuasion headline book. I showed it yesterday. And
you're showing it right now.
It's at RankMakersShop.com. RankMakersShop.com. Showed it yesterday. I'm not going to be showing it every day, but I just, for this particular topic, it's the easiest resource you got. And so,
I mean, it's just a no-brainer. I have to show it. I'm showing it for your benefit because you're so stupid. You wouldn't even be able to figure out a compelling title. And you need a compelling title because these are the two most important parts of your video. You can have the best content ever, but if you have a lousy title, well, nobody's even going to click on it. But fortunately, I've got my purple book here.
Maybe I go on Google and I type in weight loss tips. And let's say that I come up with 10 weight loss tips. So follow me on here.
So he's just like Googling some rant. This is what we're taught to do. This is his invest, learn, teach. Just type in whatever and then make a video on it like you are the authority. But hi, my name is Julie. You want to learn how to some weight loss tips? Well, here's 10 tips for you. Anybody can do this. It's totally legit, completely safe. Where did you find this article? Who fucking knows? Who cares? All I want is to create conversations to recruit you into my multi-level marketing company.
10 weight.
What do you mean that's unethical? You hater? You're just uncoachable. I bet you vibrate at a low frequency too.
Weight loss tips. Okay. And let's say that I decide, you know what? I'm going to go live and I'm going to do how to lose weight without working out. How to lose weight without working out. And so on there, I say, hey, would you like to learn how to lose weight without working out?
Oh my God, the repetition. Holy fuck. He said that 3 times.
Well, stick around. I'm going to share with you 4 tips. 4 tips on how to lose weight without working out. I share and I say it's not even my content. I say, earlier this morning I was on the internet and I found a great article that had 10 tips. I'm going to share 4 tips with you. And so tip number 1, tip number 2, tip number 3, tip number 4, and then I'm going to say, hey, I hope that this was valuable and I hope you got value from it. Feel free to share if you would like. Feel free to drop me a comment. But oh, by the way, I got 6 more amazing tips.
Oh, fuck. We thought this was so amazing. Oh, my God. I thought this was like mind-blowing, earth-shattering. I thought, holy fuck. This is how I can do a call to action now. By the way, if you want 6 additional tips, send me a message. Fuck, I thought this was like equivalent to unlocking the keys to the universe. I remember that. I'm thinking, fuck this. I get this. Wow, this is so amazing. Fuck.
I got 6 more amazing tips. If you would like those tips for absolutely free, feel free to message me and I'm happy to send those to you. Feel free to message me and I'll send you the rest of them.
I'll tell you what worked when I was giving away my TikTok tips. I had a lot of fucking people ask for those. I just sent them the tips though. I never could create conversations because they were all involved in RankMakers. And I didn't prospect any of them because it was unethical to do that. What I find out, nobody else fucking abided by that rule. Who was the idiot? Oh, I had some measure of integrity in that regard anyway.
The tips. Totally free. No problem. And so my call to action isn't like and share, right? Because that's kind of boring and doesn't really lead to a whole lot. My call to action is reach out to me for the other 6 tips. So what am I doing here? What does this consist of? I'm taking any topic, whether it's ketones, CBD, shampoo, makeup, travel tips, whatever the hell I want to look up. I'm finding Google because I'm clueless about the business that I'm in. I purposely don't want to be an expert because I'm more about duplication than I am about, me impressing you or whatever.
Because it's all about recruitment. You're purposely not wanting to find out more information because it's not about the products at all. It's solely about duplication, which all that means is another dressed up word for recruitment. It's not about selling their product. Duplication means other people are doing what you are doing. It's about recruitment. Recruitment is a pyramid scheme. Direct selling is not about recruitment. Direct selling is about moving product. Direct selling is not about duplication. The Direct Selling Association is mostly made up of multi-level marketing companies, which their focus is duplication, systems, recruitment. It's not direct selling.
And notice what it isn't. What the CTA isn't is product.
Holy fuck, it's not product. Wow. Can you believe this?
Company. Now, we'll talk probably on day 3 or 4, we'll talk about what we call marketing thongs. And we'll talk about how.
I bet he got off on talking about marketing thongs, and he draws it like it's a woman's thong on her bum. You're going to fucking see. He loved this fucking topic. Oh my fucking God. You're not even going to believe it. You think when you think you're like, I've seen it all, I've seen enough, you have not seen it all.
How to generate more leads and more conversations. But here's the problem, and here's what a lot of network marketers do, and it's why they're accused of being shady. So here's how some network marketers would do this. They would say, hey, how to lose weight without working out. They get the title right. Bing, way to go. And they get the question right. Hey, would you like to learn how to lose weight without working out? Stick around, I got 4 tips. Where they blow it is in the call to action. Either not have one. Hey, I hope you liked this video. Feel free to comment if you did. Appreciate it, right? They either don't have one or they're...
That's being shady? Is them doing that? That's the first one, because that's what you've said. So I'm going to hone in on exactly what the fuck you're doing here. Because the reason why MLM reps are being accused of being shady is because they are being shady and deceptive, because that's what we're taught to do, and that's what you do.
Our call to action is, speaking of weight loss, I have a fantastic product that'll really burn that fat off you. Feel free to reach out to me if you want to learn about what product I recommend.
Well, that would be a legitimate business. But the way he presents it, it's so mocking. You'd be so stupid to do that. You need to deceive them and not tell them what you're actually selling. Everything is backwards when you're in the multi-level marketing industry. It's like you go into this other, like you're in the fucking Upside Down or whatever the fuck that show was. What is that show? Oh, fuck. Stranger Things? This is fucking Stranger Things. Wait do you see Stranger Thongs? Oh my God.
Now you think that some of you may think that, oh, what's wrong with that? I mean, that's leading right to a sale, Ray. What are you talking about, Higdon? Have you lost your mind? Here's the problem. Here's the problem. And something that we talked about a little bit yesterday. The problem is if the call to action is ask me about the product or ask me about the company that I recommend, guess what the comments are going to be? What's the product? What's the company?
We don't want that. We don't want to give them the name of the product or the name of the company, because then you know what that's going to lead to? They're going to go do their own independent research, and they're going to go onto Google, Amazon, or eBay, and you're never going to know. You're going to lose a sale because they're going to find a negative article on the internet. They're going to buy the product off eBay or Amazon, and that's your fault, you big stupid dummy. You need to withhold as much information as possible to deceive people and to manipulate them and to create fake relationships and fake conversations with, in order to then see if they're open to taking a look at your product, service, or opportunity. It's straightforward. It's so easy. That's why MLM reps are accused of being shady, because then they say, I'll DM you the name of the product or company. But if you don't even allow people to ask you that question, that's not shady or manipulative at all, because that's not going on in the public. That's going on privately, one-on-one in the DMs. That's much more ethical. Thank goodness that you're in the 14-day challenge and learning these incredible tips from Ray himself.
And then you say, feel free to message. I sent you a message. I'll send you a private message.
Nobody fucking talks like that, except maybe him.
I won't post it here, but I'll send you a private message. Yeah. And they're going to say, why can't you say the name, bro? What's up? Why can't you say the name? Why are all of you network marketers so damn shady? Why do you hide the name? Why do you hide the company? Now, we know why. Right? We know why we don't say the name of the company. Smart marketers know that when you say the name of the company, say the name of the product, all you do is create independent researchers. Now
you just create critical thinking. You don't want people to have independent researchers. You don't want to have independent thought. God forbid you'd have a strong, independent, empowered woman critically thinking. You do not fucking want that, do you, bro?
They put on their researcher hat and they go to Amazon, eBay, and Google, and they're going to look for anything negative that would rule them out of purchasing your product or buying or joining your company, right? But if you say,
it's also called doing research, looking at all aspects of something, all testimonials, not just looking for one negative thing. Exposure to negative or a comment that is unflattering or criticism is important. He's fucking afraid. This is why when you're in multi-level marketing, it's like we really believe that any criticism is hate and it's just made up. It's not accurate. It's not legitimate. There's nothing. It's this weird thing. I believed it. It's fucking weird that I believed it too. I remember believing it. Fuck.
Hey, I've never seen it happen. If your call to action is, hey, I hope you enjoyed those 4 tips. By the way, there's 6 more amazing tips that are really helpful. If you'd like those 6 additional tips, feel free to reach out to me and I'll send them to you. I've never had someone say, post the tips, bro. What are the darn tips? What's up?
Because you never fucking did a post like that at all. But now that people are going to see this video and they're going to be able to identify who the fuck you've trained. People are already being able to pick out, oh, that's a rank maker. Oh, that explains everything. That's already fucking happening. And this whole thing being revealed, it's so predatory. It's so manipulative. It's deceptive. This isn't ethical marketing. It doesn't even fucking work. I was so busy. The only thing I got was approval from Ray. It was great at the time. I thought, oh, fuck, this is awesome. Where did it land me? Fuck, I don't know.
So
on my ass.
When you're just taking a step back and looking at your Facebook Live, is it educational? Okay. The 2 main drivers, and this is according to big data, the 2 main drivers are...
What's big data? Is that something? I don't know what that is. Is it like Big Pharma? Maybe it actually is something I don't know.
Educational or humor? Actually, I'm sorry. Educational or entertaining? Now, not all of us have the entertaining gene, right? That's not very duplicatable. Like sometimes people will say, you know, you got to have a huge personality on Facebook Lives. Not everyone has that.
You know what? You can't, it's not duplicatable to be authentic. That's what he's saying.
Everyone can be educational. Every single person. Why?
Especially if you hashtag 14-day challenge and share all these amazing tips that I'm giving to you, that the only other people that are going to see it are other people in network marketing that are just as brainwashed, that think there must be something wrong with them because they haven't done a Facebook Live video yet. And they are thinking like, oh, this is what I need to do. Maybe I should get into RankMakers. Thank goodness I saw this person's video about it. I don't know what company they're with, but I don't give a fuck.
Because you have access to Google. You don't actually have to be an amazing, special, credible, college degreed anything.
Or go to seminary school and learn about the Bible from maybe other sources other than Yaya or some other fucking guy named Prophet, whoever the fuck, and then claim you're a prophet. Now you're like doing sermons. You don't have to be an expert on anything. What you need to do is just be duplicatable. If I were to start over again, this is exactly what I would do. I'd take people on my journey. I'd be vulnerable. I would show up. I would say, I don't know. I feel called to do this. And I know some of you aren't going to like this, but I'm going to take you on my journey. And I just went to this service in Costa Rica, and this is what I learned. I don't need to be an expert. I can just share the information that I learned from Google or from another church and just spit it out on a live video. That's what I would do if I were to start all over again.
But you can Google and find any tip on anything. I can give you candlestick making tips, and I've never made a candle. And I can attract other people.
Fuck, we heard this candle making one. Oh, fuck, forever. This is a standby. I don't know if if he does this anymore, but oh, fuck. If you were in RankMakers when I was in, you know this candlestick making.
People that want to make candlesticks, no problem. I could become a guru in candlestick making in no time flat.
You could become a guru in religious manipulation in no time flat. You've actually proven that. Well done.
By just doing more videos than anybody else. Really simple. If you're like,
just doing more videos than anyone else.
Man, you know so much about candlestick making, and it'll be our little secret, right? And so educational or entertaining, not everyone can be entertaining, everyone can be educational. Everyone can be educational. Julie, you pitching on here? That's funny. And so
that was fucking weird. That wasn't me. That freaked me out. That was like, there was like a time warp that just happened there. There was another Julie in there. Shit.
The call to action.
Oh, you can fucking see me. Okay.
Action should be for more information. It should be for more information, right? And when they reach out to you, you get to have a conversation. You get to have a conversation. And I'm fast tracking this, but I'm going to quickly review. Okay, I'm fast tracking this a little bit because I'm
fast tracking it, but I'm going to review. I'm fast tracking. You can see that the repetition, always with the repetition.
Feeling it, fast tracking it. When they reach out to you for more information, and by the way, I had one of my TEC members yesterday reach out to me and say that yesterday's video generated more conversation than she's ever generated from a Facebook Live. Crazy, because I've yet to really get into the teaching yet. Super cool, right? And so when
TEC member, so this is somebody that's at the top of the pyramid, probably paying him $25,000 for coaching or more, and saying that they did a Facebook Live video and it's generated more conversation. What the fuck does that even mean? I can do one TikTok video and generate a shit ton of conversation. What the fuck does that mean? I got a lot of comments on it. I'm having a lot of conversations. I'm going into the DMs having conversations. It doesn't mean anything. It's not going to lead to anything. It doesn't mean you're going to get sales or recruits.
They reach out to you. I suggest you do a CTA delay. Now, the CTA delay, what does CTA stand for? Call to action, right? Call to action. And so when you have that call to action, reach out to me for the 6 additional tips, do a CTA delay.
This is called a lie. L-I-E. What does that stand for? Lie. That means not telling the truth. But this is what we're going to call it, a CTA delay.
And what that looks like is those, if you have anybody reach out to you, and if you've never done lives before, it's very possible that on your first videos, you don't get someone reaching out to you. Very possible. Be addicted to your activity more than the response. That's what I did. I mean, I went months before Facebook Live. I went months of doing videos without a whole lot of reaction, but I just kept doing it. And at one
until I got in at pre-launch into Numis, and then it didn't matter what the fuck I was doing because 85% of my downline was part of the company. Let's stick to the truth.
At one point, I was generating over 3,000 leads a month without any ads. I'm not paying a dime. And so it's something that be committed to the activity. Because I tell you, if you continue this process, you will start generating leads. You will start getting people to reach out to you. And
it will not translate into growing your network marketing business, because it can't, because the business model is flawed, no matter how hard you work. And I know that you might love the products and you might really love the personal development. You really believe that this is helping you. I felt that too. I felt that these people that I was friends with, that they were my friends. It's hard when you start waking up from this, and it can be hard to let go of these beliefs. And it happens in stages. And you don't need to, stop using all the products right away, whatever it looks like for you. I know for me, I was terrified to stop using Monat. I really thought that my hair was going to be shitty, and it was already being shitty. It had worked for me for a couple of years, and my hair wasn't looking good. The last bit, I look back at my old videos, I thought it was like the last year, but I look back like the last couple of years, my hair looked like shit. But I think that's like what Stephen Hassan talks about, like a cult phobia. What will happen even if you stop using the products, that there can be no other product? And some of the products can be really good too. Like I remember I was buying, I was using some Rodan and Fields. I was using that Lip Sense, just the gloss. I never used that lipstick that like stayed on your lips, but I liked the lip gloss. It was really expensive, but I liked it. The products can be good. It's not saying that the products are not good. I know it can be easy to be like, oh, the products are just fucking shit. Well, it's not true. There's a reason why we stay in these things. We really like the results that we had. We get excited. We get sucked in and we stay in,
This is a review for those of you who've been in the 14-day challenge before, but for those who have not, this is going to be a little bit different. So the CTA delay, this is what that looks like. So if you have someone that reaches out to you, and
I want you to lie, and I'm going to tell you how to make it not so much of a lie. So you might know this if you were in the previous 14-day challenge, but if you're not, this is what it looks like.
He says, hey, I'd love to get those 6 additional tips, Ray. Come on, Higdon, share them with me. If I'm at my computer, I'm actually going to physically step back and use my phone, and I'm going to say, hey, I'm more than happy to send you those tips when I'm in front of my computer.
People don't think MLM reps are shady because of them saying, I'm not going to send you the name of my company, I'll send you a DM. They don't think MLM reps are shady because of behavior like this, of being coached to do this. So you're hearing it from Ray himself. I'm not saying it. He's telling you to lie, to step away from your computer. When I'm at my computer, this is all about manipulation. This is deception and manipulation. I don't care who you are. You can try to make this right in your head, but outside of the multi-level marketing industry, outside of the 100K inner circle, if you're a coach and you're fucking doing this behavior, you are deceiving people and you are teaching others to deceive people. This is manipulative and this is unethical. This is not acting out of integrity. Anybody outside of this will say, what the fuck? Are you serious? This is what you did to me? This is how you recruited me? This is how you're recruiting other people? This isn't okay. This is fucking Ray. This is RankMakers.
I'm just curious, how's your weight loss journey going?
Because it's not about giving them the call to action. The other tips. All this is about is you want to then like get them into a sales conversation in his ideal, in his mind, thinking that this will work.
Now I'm in a conversation. Now I'm in a conversation. So I'm delaying the sending of the promised call to action, the 6 tips, so that I can have a conversation. And I'm logically backing it up because I'm saying, hey, listen, I'm not in front of my computer right now. I may be, and I just step back. And so I'm saying,
loose morals with this one, eh?
hey, more than happy to send it to you when I'm in front of my computer. I'm just curious. Tell me a little bit about your weight loss journey.
I wonder what else he does with this kind of loose morality and equivocation. I'm fucking just curious.
I may have them on my product and signed up before I ever even send this. Okay. And so this is something that you should stop striving for, and a lot of influencers do this. They become intellectually lazy. People that have large influence and people that have large followings, a lot of times they become intellectually lazy and they're like, you know what? I can't even handle having 1,000 conversations a month. And so they do things in a way.
He has to insult people. This was a common one. He would say you are intellectually lazy if you don't do things the way he tells you to do them. This is what he sees, always with the insults.
That will always limit how many conversations they have. And you don't want that. You want more conversations.
Why do you want more conversations? Maybe they don't want more conversations. Maybe they know what they want better than you know. Maybe you don't know people after all. Maybe you don't even know yourself.
And so here's the breakdown. And we're going to practice this every single day. Every day. I do not expect you to know how to do titles at this point. I do not expect you to know how to do CTA delay at this point. You probably won't. But
you know what? I sucked at doing CTAs and I dreaded them and I thought it was like a flaw with me. And I see now, now I know why there was so much resistance internally for me to do this fucking thing. That CTA delay, I don't know if I ever fucking did that. You know, I really resisted doing that because it was fucking wrong. I don't remember if I might have done it at some point. I don't know.
We're going to practice this every single day because if you just get out of this challenge and you learn how to do good titles, how to do good call to actions, and how to have a conversation in a CTA delay, you're going to make so much damn money. It's going to be ridiculous.
No, you're not. Not network marketing. You're not. It has absolutely nothing to do with any of this because the business model is flawed and you know it. And shame on you for exploiting people this way to give them false hope.
If that's our only mission, if we only do that, then we're going to do some amazing stuff here. You follow me here? All right. So I'm not so worried. We'll talk more about this a little bit later.
How much more do you have to talk about the pre-engagement with the tick mark? It's quite straightforward. It was covered and you repeated yourself there as well. It's not, but this is what he does, right? It's just like, it's convoluted as fuck. Look at this. Look at this.
But
I fucking understand it. That's the thing. That's how fucked up. I get it. I'm like, I fucking get this because I watched it so many times. I did 8 of these fucking things. I should. But I mean, I'm like understanding his mind, his version of this, like this spewing out. And you come out the other side of this, you're like, it's a whole new world.
The thing is, good title, good call to action. Don't, those of you who get the CTA delay, rock and roll. Some of you are going to have questions around this. It's day 2. We got plenty of time to help out. Okay. Here's what not to worry about. What time of day and how long? This is the most common procrastinating, overthinking, perfectionist, which means procrastinating questions that exist. And so what time of day? You know what's better than what time of day? Consistency. Consistency.
I do, he said this one thing and I did like it. It was the best time to post is now o'clock. I think he said it. And maybe he didn't, maybe it wasn't even from him, but I like that kind of, like to help people get out of their comfort zone, but not to do it with such a fucking asshole way. It's like, ooh, the fucking, always with the fucking P words. What is it with him in P words? Fucking pipeline, perspective, posture, procrastination, perfectionism.
And you know what's better than length of time? Consistency. So don't get into your typical overthinking mode of, well, what time of day and how long? Consistency is more important. Just being consistent, you'll get better.
I agree. I do agree with that. I don't want to like make a blanket agreement, but doing something every day, you can improve at it. And you don't need to, if you're doing the same exact thing without like, so this is where you can pull from these universal truths. Like say you're learning how to swim. It does help to just show up every day and you're going to improve, but you do need to have a little bit of help, maybe coaching or guidance just to show you that like, oh, you could keep doing something like incorrectly and that's kind of holding you back and you just need a little bit of help. But with Ray and multi-level marketing, it's like, oh, there's so much holding you back. You're self-sabotaging yourself. It's your self-limiting beliefs. And it could be just something really fucking easy that they might point out to you that you think then it's like you attribute all your success or all your growth to them. When if you look at it in the real world, like, so say somebody giving somebody a swimming tip where they improve their times because of it, all they needed was to focus on their head looking a little bit further ahead. And then that fixes their body position in the water. It raises up their butt. Their butt's a little bit higher. They're just like at the surface more. That's not because of you. It's not because of the coach. It's because the fucking athlete did that. The credit belongs with the athlete,
Being consistent, you will attract more people.
So being consistent, it's a similar thing in creating content. Of course, if you've never done a Facebook Live before, if you do it every day, you're going to get better at it. You're going to know which button to push. You're going to have something happen where the phone does fall off, it falls down, or then you're like, oh, I'm more confident now. You're going to be able to like come up with a more effective title. Like this is natural just by showing up, but he's such a fucking dick about it, At the time, I thought this was really good. This is so weird. It's so strange to me to see this now. Like, why is he so angry? Why is he such a fucking dick?
And there's a great line by one of the, arguably the greatest advertiser in history, David Ogilvy. And he says, you're not advertising to a standing army. You're advertising to a moving parade. So you may think that everyone connected to you on Facebook knows what company you're in, knows what rank you're at, knows all the different details about your products. They're too busy doing their own stuff. They don't know all this stuff. Most of them. And so
So I always like that line. I don't even know if it is reality though. So this is how I interpreted it or whatever. Is you're not marketing to a standing army, you're marketing to a moving parade. So for me, how I've taken that now has been to never assume that people know nor care about anything I say. It's helped me not to take myself so seriously, especially like in speaking out. I've seen people within multi-level marketing, they'll be like, you probably know what I'm up to. And I'm like, oh, like I don't, because I have not been on Facebook, or I just, recently I've uninstalled Messenger because I need a fucking break, like needing new boundaries or whatever. But it's helped me And maybe that is distorting what that concept even means. But that's how I've taken it. I don't know. What do you think about that? Do you have any thoughts on that?
Doing this, good title, intro, repeat the title in a question format, keep them on there, give some content that you got from Google. And by the way, tell them, hey, I found this amazing internet article, had some tips on it. Here's 4 of them. I got 6 more.
This is how he justifies it. And this is what he does right now with his new religious thing going on. I was at this church, whatever. This is where I learned it from. There's nothing wrong with this. I'm just repeating it. It's called ILT. It's called ILT, you guys. If, learn, teach.
Whatever. And then call to action, delay. I'm not so worried about you getting this in totality right now, because if you haven't studied marketing at all, this is probably blowing your damn mind.
This is blowing everybody's damn mind if they've just never seen it. I just saw it so many times that this is like, it's familiar territory for me now. I'm like, oh yeah. It's almost like a comforting fucking old blanket. It's kind of like, oh, I remember this. But look at it. Like it's fucked up. I think it shows like the level of fucked up that a person's mind is when this actually makes sense.
And so let's not worry so much about that. But I'm going to go back and tell you how to win this contest, if you're interested in that. Oh my goodness, look at all these screens. Okay, all right, we're back. So pick, don't overthink, pick a good title that you think would stop people from scrolling. And guess what? You're going to have a million chances to get better at it. A million chances. You're going to have a ton of chances to do.
You're going to have a million chances to get better at it. A million. You're going to have so many chances. It's like, once you see him do this repetition thing, it is so annoying.
Different titles. I mean, just think about this. I've done a video every day for the last 9.5 years. That is thousands and thousands and thousands of titles. Some of them great, some of them sucked, right? All of them were designed to hopefully get some viewers. Some did, some didn't. So don't overthink this. But as far as the contest is concerned, you're going to be evaluated on the title. You're going to be evaluated, did you use the hashtag 14-day challenge? And you're going to be evaluated for the last 60 seconds of your video, which should be the call to action to more information. Not ask me about my product, not ask me about my company, more information. When they reach out to you for that more information, if you have anyone.
This is why RankMakers are fucked. We're only on day 2.
Reach out to you for more information, then that's where you can open up the conversation. Now, a suggestion for you around the topic of today. You don't have to do this, by the way, but for those of you who are struggling with, well, what should I talk about? Because I don't do videos. Should it be themed around my company or around my product, or like, should it be at least related or anything like that? I told you yesterday to take people on your journey. And so why not do that? So this would be a suggestion for you. A suggestion might be you talking about using these kind of formulas, or those of you who have the book, just pick a different formula. You using some kind of formula on this journey that you're on right now. So for example,
why not, the first video for day 1 is I'm doing this 14-day challenge. Why not the second video talk about the titles that you're going to be learning, and maybe this book that is amazing. It's all about growing his bank account and his influence. That's all this is about. All this is about, my voice. All.
For example, I gave you one, how to use Facebook Live to grow to grow your business on social media, or how to use Facebook Live to make more money on social media. All right. And so you could say, hey guys, would you like to learn how to use Facebook Live to make more money on social media? Well, stick around. I'm going to give you some tips.
You'll never guess where I'm learning these tips from. This amazing guy named Ray Higdon. You should join the next 14-day challenge. Holy fuck.
Give him some tips from what you've learned inside of here.
Holy
and your call to action could be, hey guys, by the way, I paid for that. I paid good money to be in this 14-day challenge, and I'm going to be taking notes every single day. If you would like my notes for absolutely free, I'll send them to you every single day. Feel free to message me and just tell me, hey, I'd like to get the notes.
This is what I did. I did this. I actually got in trouble. I must have said this on another video. I got in trouble from Ray and his fucking one of his women that work for him. I hope she gets out one day. And because I took his advice, I thought this is what you have to do. Because he also had given advice in another 14-day challenge to create a Facebook group to share your notes in. And I did that. And I used the same colors like that he had for his 14-day challenge. It was like yellow, I think. And then these people started to like want to get into the group. So I would accept them. And I'm like, oh, they didn't, like, who are you? I don't know who you are. But it was because it looked so close to what he fucking did. Like his group. I wasn't even doing this on purpose. Like I thought I was doing the right thing because I fucking looked up to him. So I just was like duplicating what he did, right? But I duplicated too close to the fucking sun. And then she fucking reached out to me. She's like, Ray's getting messages from people saying, is this what we're supposed to do? We're supposed to like make this group that looks like yours. And they're like, are you prospecting people, Julie, from this group? I'm like, no, I was so fucking upset. I was horrified. I'm like, I love RankMakers. I was even fucking crying. I was sending this voice message. I'm like, oh my God, no. Like, I thought that I was doing the right thing. I was so fucking stupid. I was so naive. Oh my God. So then she sent me this message back and he's like, no, he says it's okay. Like, just make sure that people going into the group aren't like going under false pretenses. So then I fucking changed. I wish I had done this on purpose, but I didn't. I really thought I was doing the right thing. So then I changed the cover of the group to like something just bland. It was just like white that said 14-day notes. Like, so there was no my notes. It was something really non-offensive, like so opposite. I was such a fucking problem. Even when I wasn't trying to be a problem, I was trying to do the right thing.
Notes for free.
Fuck.
And so when they do that, I would do that CTA delay and just say, hey, I'm just curious, what kind of business are you trying to build? Now, being a network marketer, most of you are network marketers, you probably think that everyone in the world is a network marketer and they're in a network marketing company, but that's not true. You may have realtors, you may have chiropractors, you may have mortgage guys, car salesmen, real estate, all right? You may have all kinds of different people reach out to you that want to use social media to build their business. You get to have conversations with them. Now, I'm not worried about you being a master at titles or a master at call to actions or a master at CTA delays. I'm not worried about that so much right now. And so just to keep this very, very simple, title, what's going to stop the scroll? Okay. And the title, by the way, does not have the CTA in it. It doesn't have the.
Sometimes I'm too fucking good at this. It terrifies me. I'm like, I need to have a coffee break.
It doesn't have like everything that I've talked about here and that. It's just a little title to grab them by the eyeballs, stop their scroll so they watch the video. You share with them intro. Hi, my name is. Question, which is just repeating the title in a question format. Content, share some of your notes if you follow my suggestion at least. You don't have to. And then call to action. Hey, I'm going to have more notes throughout this 14-day journey. If you'd like to get them for free, feel free to reach out to me. Okay. And so that's your mission. The link to enter the contest is in the actual description. Good luck to you. Make that money. Take our money already. We're giving away $925.
I did. I did my best.
And one thing I want to point out, I said this yesterday, it does not matter how many views you get, if you get people reaching out to you, because it wouldn't be fair. Some of you are very influential, and we'll talk about big hat, little hat, because there's huge mistakes that influencers make all the damn time, especially in network marketing. It's a tragedy.
Influencer, according to Ray, are people that have a lot of followers on Facebook or Instagram, and that they're at the top of their multi-level marketing companies. That's what he defines as an influencer.
And so this is, we are not going to look at, okay, who got the most views, because that's not fair. I want this is an even playing ground. We have had people win the big money that didn't have hardly any views at all. So all that's being analyzed is your title, your last 60 seconds of your video, your call to action, and did you use the hashtag 14-day challenge? So good luck to you, rock and roll. I know I repeated a few things, but guess what? We're going to have
only a few things. I know I repeated a few things. I'm only a few things. I repeated them. There's the things that were few that I repeated. And I know I repeated a few things, but I repeated a few things.
to repeat a few things over this 14-day challenge. Good luck to you. Make it happen. I'll talk to you soon. Bye.
Holy shit, we made it through. That's day 2. So that was day 2 of the 14-day challenge. And I'd love to know your comments, what you think, if you have any background in marketing, what your thoughts are about this, and any comments that you have at all. If you're an ex-rank maker, welcome to the other side. It's really wild looking back at this, isn't it? Thank you for watching, and I'll see you in the next video.